In this video, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be showing you how to use Lovable. Now, I'm going to be trying this out for the first time and making some software. Just so you know, I'm a little bit hoarse, getting over a cold. That's why the voice sounds like this. But very interestingly, I don't really like coding. Now, I've had to do some of it in the past because I have websites and you need code and all that kind of stuff, but I find it very frustrating. But I want to show you how you can actually create something with Lovable without having any knowledge of coding and in just about 10 or 15 minutes. So it's pretty crazy. So what you can do here is you can just ask it in natural language what you wanted to create. So I'm going to ask it to create a to-do list tracker for a small team. And let's just start with that and see how it goes. So I'm going to sign up for free. And let's sign up with Google. So now I'm signed up, and what this is like a junior developer or someone that's going to do the basic code writing. And so let's give it a try. And to-do list, I didn't even spell that. So it's actually going to be creating it right now, and you can see everything that happens. What's really nice about this is in software, there's a couple different components. There's the actual coding, and then there's a deployment. Deployment is where you connect it to the databases and put it online. And if you signed up for different SaaSes in the past, that's why you've probably seen things like SuperBase or Firebase. And so this is already integrated with that. And so it can create all of that for you. So this is the actual code that it's building. You see it's building in Tailwind, a couple things here. And this is where you chat with it, right? I'm inspired by your idea for a team to-do list tracker, a minimalist, elegant application. So it's already making these assumptions that I want just nice looking stuff, which is pretty cool. So let's see, for the design, soft neutral palette with accent colors, clean typography, glass morphism effects for depth. And this is really interesting because I wouldn't even think about the glass morphism effects for depth. Now that I've seen it described, I can know what that looks like, and it's very interesting. So this is all creating this code as we're just talking, like just from that one prompt, from a single line of text. And we'll get a chance to preview it after. So that's pretty cool. So this is like a ChatGPT, but a coder, right? So you can attach different files if you wanted to maybe make something like this, or you can edit as well. I'm just going to let this roll on for a little bit because it's basically making the main part of the code. And to be honest, this is one of the things where AI is probably better than humans in a lot of cases. The H2 tags, the divisions, making sure those are all aligned, those are pretty difficult to understand. So we're about 4 minutes in here in this video, and basically we've got a minimalist to-do app. And then you can do these different things. It gives you some suggestions. You can refine and customize, master the prompting, expand the backend, put it to GitHub, that sort of thing. And it says error, build unsuccessful. So this is something where there is an error. And this is very common in stuff like this. So what you do is you just try to fix it. Okay. And it says for the present code, I get the error below. Can you fix it? And it's this error. And so now the code is going back and fixing it, right? It will try to fix this error. And now it says it fixed it. Okay. Let's type, how can I preview it? And by the way, I'm on a free plan right now with Lovable. So this is all something that I've been able to do for free. So we'll start the development server, typically. Okay, you should be able to see the navigator there. Okay. So let's open a preview in a new tab. And this is what it looks like, okay? So this is the team tasks. You can see it's created some fake to-dos, and it's got due dates on it. And let's look at this. So this is pretty interesting. So this is like a Kanban setup. Let's try adding a new task. There's kind of 2 new task buttons. So let's try adding a new task. And I guess that doesn't work on the preview. Let's preview it on a mobile phone so you can see how it looks here. Let's see if we can click that. Okay. I want to be able to have a checkbox so I can mark task as completed. I also want to task and get more details and notify. So I asked it for some changes to make to this to-do list, and let's see what it comes up with. Let me implement the functionality. And so now it's going back and doing this. So when this is ready, so in real time, I'm about 8 minutes in on this project right now. I can't imagine how long this would have taken me to create otherwise. This is something that I might actually use. You know what I mean? If you can create something like this, and then you no longer need to have your own Basecamp account, then that could make sense for some people. And look, I'm only 8 minutes into this whole project. So you can also connect it to SuperBase here. And I guess I'm waiting for it to, yeah, it's spinning there. So it's thinking about what to do. And then SuperBase, this will actually connect SuperBase. So as it's doing that, what we can do is just connect it right to SuperBase. So SuperBase allows you to have login, authentication, members with different accounts and things like that. So I can connect to SuperBase, and this will be authorizing an API. But again, this is all really complicated stuff if you're not a programmer. So it's requesting all these permissions. So let's connect it to SuperBase. So I'm going to create a new project, and this one. Okay, so I've actually created a couple projects here on my SuperBase, so it allows you to. So I'm not going to demonstrate that. So I got these two here actually. Could delete this. All right, so let's go back to the project and see if they've fixed this. So they've added the task completion checkbox, details page, that kind of thing. Okay, so let's look and preview this. So I'm not actually going to publish this because I'm just playing around with this, showing you what it can do. But yeah, now we've got a check mark. Okay, this can be marked as complete. Interesting. Okay, let's try and add JS at Jamie Smith. Okay, so that's what I could do. Comments, right? So we can try comment. Okay, so it's actually put that in. So that's pretty interesting. And then the team. So these are the team. Let's see. So this just shows their tasks. So overall, this is pretty interesting. Some things would need to be cleaned up. It says there's 2 add new tasks on the dashboard. I'll adjust the medium, low, 40. All right, so I just asked them to do that, make some changes. And as you can see, we can publish this to GitHub. We can connect it to SuperBase, and we'll be able to actually publish that, which is pretty interesting. So I can't publish it because I don't have SuperBase connected, but this is where you can actually just go and publish this. So people could actually start using this application, and this is really interesting. So let's just check out this right now. It's still doing things in the background, but right here, this is the published app, right? So obviously there's some things that we need to adjust, but the cool thing is you can always ask Lovable about how to add this part in. So where do they go to log in? What do we do with all that stuff? And so that's really interesting. So overall, these are how I would look at this is something where you can go and build and create something and get it to a certain level. And what I would say is at that certain level, then you're probably going to want to hire someone on Upwork or different coding platform and have them be able to do some tweaks if you're really going to take this project live. And you want to have that in case you have users and things like that. So I think that's a good point to make. But overall, I'm really happy with how this works. So they've removed the extra task button, and I want these to be, this has been a Kanban. I want to have maybe a different view, but this is overall a really promising start. And in real time, this has only been 15 minutes. So you can imagine if I could go back or if I came in with more of a list of what I actually wanted in terms of features, this would be a really exciting opportunity. And this creates another very interesting opportunity because you can create these for other people, right? You'd be able to design and create software and then sell that once you've got it working. So it creates a really intriguing proposition. Anyhow, I'm really excited about Lovable. I'll put a link to Lovable in the description, and I would encourage you to check it out. It really will allow your creativity to flourish. So if you like this video, give it a subscribe. That really does help me. And by all means, stay tuned to the channel, and we'll see you on the next video. Got some crazy stuff coming up. All right, that's all for now. Peace.